And who are we speaking with today?
Lily Renee Jones.
Tell us a bit about yourself and your background, Miss Jones.
I'm 39. I have no kids. I graduated from Cleveland RLT when I was 16 years old. I have my bachelor's degree from building code and accounting. I have 17 brothers in this me. My mother is Darlene Hemphill and my father is Jerry Lewis Bay.
Expound on that for a minute. How was it growing up with your dad? And for those who don't know who your dad is, could you explain who your dad is?
Well, that's my adopted dad.
Okay.
My real father is Ronald L. Jones. I'm Lily Renee Jones.
That's the funeral home people, ain't it?
Yes.
Wait a minute. See, you can't gloss over this stuff. How was it growing up with Ronald Jones as your dad?
It was cool for a while. I loved it, but when he killed his ex-wife and his cousin for stealing his money and stuff, I was 14 years old, so I was old enough to testify. So Jerry Lewis Bay adopted me when he stayed on West Florissant in Thacker, so he can plead insanity, so he wouldn't go to jail. 6 months later, Jerry Lewis Bay got kicked in on West Florissant. Declaring he went to jail. They gave him 30 years to life.
How was it growing up? How was your childhood growing up? Like, take us through that.
I was really like sheltered, not allowed to talk to any guys. I was always in school doing this and doing that, or downstairs in my room. I always was in books. I couldn't go outside and play, couldn't watch TV, none of that. It was all about school business, teaching me how to count money and stuff like that.
So you grew up basically in a business world.
Yes.
How was that as a young child, growing up in a business environment?
I really didn't understand it because, I'm a child. I wanted to be a child, but I was raised up to be a grown-up at all times.
How did that affect your relationships with other kids your age, your peers?
They wasn't on my level. They always said I thought I was better than them, stuff like that. And at school, my teachers always said that I was too smart for them. And one day, my teacher was doing a question. She asked me, she said, "What's 190 times 40?" I said 7,600. And she said I was wrong, but I was right. And she put me out of class. I had to go to in-school suspension. She was mad at me, and then the principal said, "No, she was right, and she was wrong." So I guess she felt stupid.
What's your relationship like with your mom? No. What did your mom and dad teach you growing up?
You got ups and downs in life. You can't live your life fast. You gotta live it slow. You can't be in a rush because sometimes you might miss things, but you gotta live it to the fullest. Sometimes it's right and sometimes it's wrong. You can't judge nobody for what they do. You can't judge yourself. And sometimes, me being like that, sometimes they put me in a bad situation because I'm always doing good for somebody. And every time I do good for somebody, I was doing wrong for me. So I asked Allah, I said, "Allah, why you give me this good golden heart? And everybody's just so fucked up around me. And the ones that fuck me over, it's like I still go around and fuck with them. And I be asking them, am I stupid or what's wrong with me? It's just like I got a good heart. I don't have no skinless bone in my body. And I don't know. And I'm by myself. I've been by myself for the longest."
Where did life take you after you graduated?
It took me for being used by my family. I was raped when I was 14 by my brother plenty of times. My mama sold me to a guy that she had old drugs. She had more money to that from drugs that she had got. And I just been on my own. I tried to let her back in my life not too long ago. But sometimes it's just too disrespectful. And like I tell her, I said, "You never been a mother to me. You never done nothing for me, but I love you." She didn't use my name and all type of stuff. See, I have a trust fund. Jerry Lewis Bay gave me a $2.3 million trust fund. I can't open it unless I have my first child and unless I turn 40. I'm 39. I'll be 40 May 23rd. I don't know what I'm going to do with all that. And everybody in my family so money hungry. I was put in psych wards from 16 all the way up till I was 21. I didn't know back then that when you put people in psych ward, you was getting paid for it. My auntie was getting received my disability. She's my home health care worker. She's my paid, and she was getting paid to be my foster parent.
So being on your own and dealing with what you've dealt with, how are your trust issues?
I don't trust nobody. Because every time I stick my hand out, I always get snaked.
How does that affect your relationships with like non-family, like guys or
Guys.
like how does
I tend to keep it. People say sometimes I talk too much, but I tend to keep it 100. I let people know about me and what I do and what I have. And bad comes to you, oh, baby, I ain't gonna never do you like this and do you like this. So I end up putting everything in my name, electric, gas bills, madam course and stuff like that. And I just got tired. I just want to be by myself. But sometimes being by yourself ain't good. It's something like sometimes I be like buying friends and stuff like that. I really want to be happy. It ain't nobody out. No one's on the same page as me. A team is 1,000 each way. If you can't help each other come up and build, then what are we there for? You gotta earn trust. Trust is just not given.
what makes Miss Renee happy?
I like to go to movies. I like to have fun. I like to shop. I like to do stuff for people like this you doing. I come out here, like, even though I started getting high when my twin got killed, I come out here and all the girls, they get mad because I'm not selling ass on a stroll. I get disability. So I come out here and sometimes I get high and I let them get my card and stuff like that. Go to ATM and they even steal it and I still come back and I mess with them. No, and I don't know why. I got a good heart. I go to Family Dollars or food places, buy them something to eat, buy them clothes and stuff like that. And it's like they use me as, okay, oh, she a trick or she a gold mine. They take advantage of it. I said, y'all don't know when the law done put a good person in y'all life and y'all just take advantage of it. Like I'm saying, I got money on the way, but I'm not worried about that. I take a person that's down and build them up just to see. I want to see them be happy. That's what makes me happy. Helping somebody else feel like they don't appreciate it. And somebody just feel like I'm just all alone.
Because everybody around you are takers and you a giver.
Yeah.
So it's like you outnumbered. And you want to be cool with people, but at the same time, they take advantage of the cool.
And I always be up on my toes. I always watch all 4 quarters. I never know what's going to happen. They be cool with you for a minute, and like they your best friends and stuff like that. And the whole time they don't want to snake you.
What kind of advice could you give anybody in a similar situation or who has endured a lot of obstacles in their life? What kind of advice could you give them knowing what you know today?
Don't stop helping people, because God gonna give you your blessings. It ain't what you do, it's how you do it. What's understood don't need to be explained.
If you could go back and talk to a young Miss Renee, knowing what you know today, and go back and talk to your younger self, what would you tell them?
Don't make the same mistakes that I made. You can't help everybody. Everybody doesn't want to be helped.
What are the goals pushing forward? What are you set to do? What do you want to do?
I want to help the homeless people and children, stuff like that ain't got it and can't feed themselves. What I want to do with my money, I want to open charities, different stuff for kids in schools and stuff like that, because they don't got nothing. Put them in something. Everybody out here shoot each other, getting killed, robbed, and stuff like that. It ain't worth it.
Who introduced you to the toxic substances?
My mom.
What did it start with?
Crack.
And it escalated, or what did you stay at that?
Just crack and weed, nothing else.
How old were you when you got introduced?
17.
And you 30, 39.
Yeah.
What has been the trials and tribulations you face dealing with the toxic substances?
I fought a lot of people. My hands been registered since I was 13 years old. And I went to jail. I went to Chicago for 8 years and 3 months. And that was my first time ever being locked up. Never had no choice in anything. So I don't know why they gave me that much time. But when I went to jail, the judge I had, the police officer that Jerry was back here years ago, the judge was his father. So my name came across. Yes, I guess it was a give back. So.
But wasn't that a conflict of interest?
Yeah.
And your lawyers didn't? So you kind of was railroaded because of who your people are.
Yeah. And everybody say I should tell people who my father is because he's done a lot of dangerous things to people.
But both your dads.
Yeah.
So, in closing, Miss Renee, and we appreciate you taking time out and sharing with us. If there's anything you want to leave us with on the closeout, any positive advice, any wisdom, knowledge, anything you want to leave us with on the closeout, now's the time you can do it.
Don't do wrong to people. Love everybody, you know. If you got goals and dreams, do that. Don't let nobody bring you down. Don't be no follow. Don't let nobody get on drugs because they want to see you do bad. They don't want to see you come up. They see you coming up, they think you're doing better than them, so they try to bring you down to your lowest. Don't do that. Be smart. Like what I'm doing when I get my trust fund, I'm help people that I know I can help. Even people that don't need no help, I'm still helping anyway. Because that's what I like to do. I like to share. I like to help people. I like to have fun. Go places, go shopping, go out of town, do good things. That's me. I like to give.
We appreciate you taking time out with us, Miss Renee.
Like that song, Tootsie. Favorite song. I think he made that for me.
We appreciate you. We thank you, and we wish you all the best. Thank you, Miss Renee.
You're welcome.